Man, welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant 2 with X and Lou. I am Lou, that is X, and we are back. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be tuned into all of our newest episodes. I know you was looking for it. I was trying to get it up. Oh man. Yo, X, what's good, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just another week of basketball, man.
Another week of basketball, man. What are we about to go into April? About to go into April. So this is literally this is the home stretch for a lot of contending or would be contending teams to try to jockey themselves into a good position and get out that play-in round.
Yes, sir. Or fall into it because that's what it's looking like for the Warriors.
Looking like that for a lot of teams, especially the Grizzlies. Let's start off over there. So the Grizzlies, since the All-Star break, I think they was like 3-11 or something like that since the All-Star break. They was second or third in the West. I believe they were second in the West. Going into the All-Star break, they fall into sixth in the West with like a 2-game lead over seventh. And they just fired their they just fired Taylor Jenkins, their head coach. You go first, man, because you know how I feel.
I mean, it's tough. It's a real tough situation. Like, is that you punting the season? Because we already been dealing with Ja Morant's health. We barely seen him half the season. Damn near.
Yeah.
And you still in a good position with the coach that you had. And we seen what happened when you took a coach out of the equation in the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep.
Middle of the season. And you brought him in with a qualified coach, qualified because he won the championship. And Doc Rivers, and we seen how that's gone and how it's going as is now.
Yeah.
So in your mind, like, what do y'all think y'all gonna do? Because this is like punting the season away right there and then. Like, you feel like you have no hope of winning. What's gonna be the difference? Who are you gonna bring in is gonna fix Ja Morant's shoulder?
A doctor.
Like, what are you gonna do? You just got a guy who coached up and got your what's his face into the All-Star, who Jaren Jackson Jr. helped offense build him into the All-Star he is today. You just gonna fire him? I don't know. There's gotta be something going on back there. I don't know what it is, but it's tough when you fire a coach in the middle of the season, let alone at the end of the season.
Well, you know how I feel. I don't agree with any firings of a coach in the middle of a season. I think that you should at the very least give them to the end of the season. It's different. I believe there's different cases. If you're having 2 losing seasons back to back and you've only won like 10 games and it's like another 10-win season, okay, firing in the middle of the season because obviously this coach is not getting it right. Yeah, I understand that. But this is a coach who's brought them to the playoffs, but he's been there 6 years. At least 4 out of the 6 years, he's brought them to the playoffs. He has them in position to get to the playoffs this season. And yeah, you fell back. You're 44-29 right now. 44-29. Like, yeah, okay, 17 games back from first place. But guess who else was 44-29 with 17 games back from first place? The Los Angeles Lakers. And you don't see them firing JJ Redick, especially because they started the season horrible. You got to give these coaches a chance. And you could say like, all right, it's a contract thing, or maybe he's in a contract year. If you're in a contract year, this is the best time to see what you have from your coach going down the stretch. You don't fire him right now, 44-29, and they're fifth. They're actually fifth in the West currently. 2 games ahead of the Clippers and the Warriors. So at the end of the day, it's like you guys are still in prime position. It makes no sense to fire your coach. This guy has won coach of the year. He's brought you guys to the playoffs 4 out of the 6 years. This is his 6th year, so it would have been fifth, five out of the 6 years. And then on top of that, again, you're still in position to get to the playoffs. Like that's the ultimate goal to get to the playoffs and try to make noise once you get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And try to get right now. Season ends today. They be playing the Lakers. I like those odds,
bro. Definitely.
I like those odds. I'd much rather be in the middle of the pack and not have to face OKC and or Denver in the first round. You want to be in that kind of position, and they've put themselves in a good position. So, yeah, I don't know. You know me. I never agree with firing coaches in the middle of the season unless it's just been losing and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like what was the Detroit when they fired their head coach? Yeah, but that was understandable.
Yeah.
They had like 7 wins the first season, and then they had 7 wins.
You hire a new coach and still get even worse.
Yeah. So no, Detroit's doing good now. But
they are.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's tough firing a coach in the middle of the season. I understand who you brought in as interim coach. He's an overseas guy. He's the guy who's responsible for their offense that they're currently running right now, which has brought them into what they are so far without Ja Morant.
But Taylor Jenkins has been the reason why.
That's what I was going to say. Taylor Jenkins is one of the guys who's the voices in the locker room. Somebody that these guys have known for a while.
They have confidence.
It's just to get rid of him. It's just like, yo, well, what don't we know? If he's sleeping with somebody's wife, what is going on? I'm just throwing something out there. I ain't saying it really happened, but I'm just saying, like, it's just a crazy thing. Like, I gotta see what goes on. Is it going to be a Dallas slander type of thing going on? Because I would love to see that, just so we can see what's actually going on with this situation. I need some dirt. Dallas threw out some dirt. I need Memphis to throw out some dirt too. Get shady and tell us why you really fired him.
That's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's not.
But yeah, I mean, power to Taylor Jenkins, man. I hope he will land somewhere. He's a terrific defensive mind. He brought somebody in to get their offense on track, which they did. The West is tough. The reason why I wouldn't have fired him again, one, because you're in a good seeding. 4, 5, 6. I think those are like the best seeds to be to not face. Well, I mean, not 6 right now because you'll probably have to face Denver. But I would like my chances at like 5, 6, or 7. I would. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough. Like I said, I don't agree with firing coaches mid-season unless the season is just gone. This season is not gone.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I said, I don't like the firing, but I understand that they still have a qualified coach coming in. This guy has led a Euro basketball team to a championship as well. And like I said, what he done with this offense this season so far, it's not like he's going to come and radically change anything. They're already accustomed to doing what they're doing. So I think it's still a tough situation, but it's just like, damn.
Yeah, because I mean, he's gotten the most out of Desmond Bane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with Ja out. Yeah, and Jaren Jackson. So, yeah, like I said, I have full confidence that the Grizzlies will right this ship. They're not.
It's really tough.
Yeah, it's tough. They're just not contenders, and it sucks to be fired. Like after the All-Star break, I can understand if it was before the All-Star break. They had like 6 wins, no All-Stars, no nothing. But to come out of the All-Star break to be 44-29, you're like what? Almost 15 games over 500. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Yeah, it sucks.
But going forward, last night, one of the most exciting games of the season. In my opinion, one of the most exciting games of the season. Lakers, Bulls. It came down to the wire. We got a clip of that. I gotta look for it. But yeah, man, it was exciting. Like it was dope. It was dope. It was dope. What's your thoughts on Giddy hitting the game winner from half court?
Bro, that was the most surprising because we talking about the guy whose jumper's been broke, who can't do none of this, who couldn't be one of the cogs in the wheel of OKC, and you just shipped him off to the Bulls just to get rid of him. And now he's coming over to the Bulls and thriving.
Yeah.
He's allowed to play the way that he can play. And it's working. And we gotta give kudos to that. Congrats, you know what I mean? But that shot was crazy because, like, and it was in LeBron's face, you know, in LeBron's mug. So it was just like, it's tough.
That whole minute and a half sequence was just insane.
The whole, the thing about it when you think about it. But go ahead. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they had the quick shot, the inbound steal, the three by Kobe White. Then they let they didn't foul. They let
Patrick Williams,
Austin Reeves make the layup, and then there was like 3 seconds left on the clock, and Giddy wasn't even the option. It was Kobe. Kobe was the option, but they took Kobe away. Giddy gets the ball, runs down, hits it mid court in LeBron's mug. Yeah.
But the thing about it, and this is what I was gonna sit here and say, that was a whole minute and 30 minutes of LeBron James looking old and trashed out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say it, guys, but that's literally what happened. On the inbounds play, he goes ahead and shows that Vooch. Like, and then he couldn't recover. The old LeBron would have recovered.
Yeah.
The old LeBron couldn't recover Patrick Williams open three. Then he goes and inbounds the ball and does a lazy pass to Austin Reeves. They get a steal, a three. And then you get the half court shot with you contesting. Like, it was just a whole 2 minutes of LeBron just like, bro, every single thing that happened was you.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was tough, and that was the one thing I noticed. It's not me being like a LeBron hater, no, nothing like that.
No, it was he just showed his
LeBron,
age.
like, what you got to lock in. This is the end of this. This is the end
of
the season. No, yeah, but it's just like
he showed fatigue.
His fatigue and like lack of like whatever. This is just the Bulls, whatever. We got it.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just like, bro, lock in. I understand it's the end of the season, but you want to keep where you're at right now.
I mean, but you also got to give props to the Bulls. They're trying to make a push. They're trying to get themselves out of the play-in. They're 33-40 right now on a 4-game win streak. They're trying to climb. They're a young team. You know, they got rid of a lot of their aging contracts and stuff, and they're trying to put all their pieces together. I mean, they're going about it the right way. It's just a matter of getting guys buying into the culture and buckling down. And they're building a team around Kobe White. So, I mean, they have all the pieces. They was just a hungrier team tonight or last night.
Yeah. I don't know.
I do agree with you with the LeBron take. I don't think it's him showing his age. I think it's more of, the older you get, the more tired. I guess you could say it's showing your age. The older you get, the more tired you get. Me and you when you came out here and you was visiting, and we went to the gym, and we was good the first maybe the second game. That third game, I was nah, bro. Y'all got it. I mean, I'll play, but I'm not running around, bro.
No, I'm not running. I'm not running. Don't ask me for too much effort.
I'm not, bro. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And we're damn near pushing 42. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I get it. You know, but he's in way more shape than us. He's, accustomed to it. But I really think it comes down to minutes. And JJ has to find a way to maximize the minutes that he has out there. Because if you're gassed like that, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter against a young team that's going to run, that's going to run at you, that's going to do everything they can to tire you, what's going to happen when they see the Warriors in the playoffs? Because the Warriors are offense that they're fast on off. They may play half court, but they play a fast half court game. It's a lot of motion. There's a lot of screens. There's a lot of running baseline to baseline and corner to corner and hash to hash. There's a lot going on. You're not gonna be able to do that for 7 games against Golden State.
Nah.
So it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. But I mean, LeBron, look, man, he's 40, man. He's 40. Yeah. My boy 40.
Yeah. And that's and like you feel, I feel for him. But then also on the other end, Bulls fans are excited. Love it for them.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
For that game.
My boy texted me. He was like, how about LeBron? He hyped. I had a way to happen to him.
It's also on the other end of it, like, what are y'all really excited for? Because this should be a season. Let's keep it a stack. This should be a season where they should be tanking.
Yeah, but look at everybody that's tanking right now.
But that's what I'm saying. They can't be tanking because they don't even own their picks like that. That's what I'm saying. Part. So that's the reason why I was like, yo, you excited to win, but it's just like, yo, this is a time where you could have been going for Cooper Flag. But you can't even do that.
Like, well, the way that the lottery is set up, because this is the only league that's like that, where it's a lottery and literally anybody could get the first round pick of the first pick.
It's not anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
Oh yeah, it's the top, but
anybody. It's just percentage wise, how many balls you have.
But yeah, but it's just like at the end of the day, though, it's just like, when we look at this roster and you look at this team, you're like,
yeah, they could use picks.
We should really be tanking.
But they can't, bro. They don't even own their first
and then they don't even own their stuff like that. So it's just like, we can't tank. So we got to be excited about something. But what can you really be excited about? Like,
I mean, you could be excited for them playing. You're excited because they're winning. You may be sad. It's like we with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hyped that when they win, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also like, I really don't care because I know that this isn't our season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, you could be hyped, but I mean, just don't be too hyped. Yeah. you gotta be like evenly hyped. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Dame out of time. I forgot about Dame. He got a blood clot, right? He had a blood clot in his leg.
Yeah.
And they shelved him indefinitely. Giannis is taking on a bigger role. What did LeBron say? That Giannis would average 40 in the 70s? Is that what LeBron said?
No, I don't know.
Well, LeBron was on the well, let me get that out the way. LeBron was on the McAfee show. No, I'm gonna come back to it. But anyways,
we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. But yeah, so Dame's out. I guess your question is this it for him?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Is it over for Dame? Like, is he gonna be one of those, like his famous commercial, one of those all-stars or superstars who retire without a ring? That commercial is gonna really come to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, it might. I mean, it came back. There wasn't D Rose in that commercial. No. D Rose was in the other.
It was. I know it's Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley was in it. Was it Karl Malone?
Probably, I think so. But
I think it was Karl Malone in it. But yeah, I don't want to say he's done. As far as getting a ring, yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's not happening. He better go to like Boston or Cleveland or something, maybe the Knicks in the East. And if you want to go to the West, he better come off the bench for Shea.
So you gotta do something, but it's just like this is so unfortunate because this is a guy who stood in Portland who had a chance to be
Overstayed.
fantastic. Yeah, he overstayed in
Overstayed.
Portland, but it was just everything was just unforeseen for him.
Yeah.
Like from his teammates being hurt, who was supposed to be fantastic,
Mhm.
to him
Mhm.
finally getting out and getting somewhere. Like, all right, cool. The first year we first time getting together, we can understand them growing pains, this, that, and the
Yeah.
third. But this is supposed to y'all supposed to get it together and actually make a real run, a real push. And it's like when you get to the end, maybe something could have happened. We never know. I still ain't believing it. But you know
I
what I
didn't.
mean? As a team, you still go into this game like, yo, we could win this, we could win this, we could win this.
Yeah.
And now you're out indefinitely because you got to get on blood thinners. That's a process within like 3 to 4 weeks. You got to be in there for like a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
And
Medication, blood.
then
Yeah.
you got to get on blood thinners and then you got to get reevaluated after that.
And then you got to
To be
ramp up your
cleared.
conditioning.
It's a lot of factors that go into that. And it's just
And
like,
there's only 2 months left in the season.
bro.
If that.
Yeah,
The
I don't even
playoffs
think. I
literally
think,
start in May.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So it's literally like 4 weeks.
yep.
Like
I
4
mean,
or 5 weeks.
he'll be lucky to be back by the second round if Milwaukee
Mm-hmm.
makes it to the second
If
round.
they
And
make
right
it to the
now, what are they,
second.
6? They
Yeah,
be
they're
playing
playing
the
the
Knicks. So it's
Knicks.
very well possible. It's very well possible that they could still be in the mix. Because I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that, I mean, with Brunson being out, I don't think that the Knicks have, I still don't think that the Knicks have enough juice. They don't have enough bench. They don't have
They
enough
don't have enough. Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
they don't have enough.
enough off the bench.
Yeah,
So,
like
but even still, I mean, I don't know. I don't have confidence in the Bucks. And it's not because of Dame. I think Dame and Giannis are a good duo together. They've come together and become a good duo from the growing pains of last year with the ball handling responsibilities and the pick and
mhm.
rolls and pick and pops. They've come a long way since then, but I still don't think that they have the roster around them to really make a push against teams like Boston and Cleveland.
Yeah,
Or even the Pacers. I think that the Pacers could outrun them. I think that the Cavs are probably two of the most complete teams in the East,
yeah.
aside from Boston. Boston is a little hurt right now with Tatum. But Tatum will be back by playoff time. So I'm
Yeah.
not too concerned with losing Tatum right now because it doesn't matter for them. They're still like 10 games ahead of the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
So they could lose 10 games, but the Knicks is not winning 10 in a row. And if you look at if you look at the rest of the field, I still think that they could beat other teams. I think that they could beat the Pistons, the Hawks, the Magic, the Bulls, and the Heat, which is all teams slated for the playoffs or play-ins.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of can they get past Boston or Cleveland in order to get to the finals with what they have right now. Even with a healthy, rejuvenated Dame, I don't think that they have the pieces. They don't have the bench, and they don't have the firepower.
No.
So no, if the question is Dame gonna get a ring in Milwaukee? Not this year. We'll
Yeah.
have to see what they do in the offseason, but I don't think that they're done. I think Milwaukee is 1 or 2 moves away from being right there with Boston and Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. No, I could concur with that. Yeah, I think I don't know. Dame gonna be one of the players without a ring, man. I don't care.
I mean, but look at how many great players ended
Yeah, it
ended
is.
their
Not
careers
can't
without a
everybody
ring.
win. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just ironic that he had that commercial,
Yeah.
and that commercial is coming true. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with
Uh-huh.
commercials you do, man. You gotta
Yeah.
be careful what you say yes to.
Uh-huh.
You might be fuming yourself.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, look, man, it would that be a slight on his career?
Nah, he still
Honestly,
had a
because it's
fantastic career.
I mean, because it hasn't been a slide on Charles Barkley's career. It hasn't been a slide on Karl Malone's career, Gary Payton's career. Like
Patrick
these guys are still
Ewing.
Yeah, they're still heralded as really good players, like top 75 players. They just never won a ring. And there's so many players, great players, that just never won a ring. Patrick Ewing
Mhm.
never won a ring. It happens. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, could go to the finals 15 times in a row and only win 5,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of finals
legends.
15 straight, man. All right, so like I was saying earlier, LeBron was on the Pat McAfee show, and he was basically just doing a rundown of like, his takes and stuff like that. Pat was asking him questions, but one question that Pat asked him was about Michael Jordan, about like, Jordan speaking to him or whatever, like the relationship he has with Jordan. He was like, he don't have a relationship with Jordan, and that Jordan really don't speak to him. Like they'll speak to them like if they see each other on the court type stuff, but it's not like a phone call. Like I don't think he got a phone call from Jordan when he broke Jordan's record. You know what I'm saying? Like his
Yeah.
scoring record. So at the end of the day, it's like cool. But when he started bringing up Kobe, Kobe was in the same boat. He was saying him and Kobe didn't really have a relationship until they went to the Olympics, and they had a relationship while they was on the Olympic team during the 2 runs that they had together. But other than that, they didn't talk. They didn't Kobe. And I get it. Kobe is not the type of person you on the opposite team. I don't care if you're in a different conference. I don't care if you're in a G League team. We're not talking, bro. You're not in the Lakers.
Yeah.
You my
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he was saying that Kobe didn't actually embrace him and start talking to him and calling him and stuff like that until Kobe had retired, and they got a better relationship when LeBron went to the Lakers. So he told Pat basically that he doesn't expect to have that type of relationship with Jordan until he retires. He feels like he's still in the league. Jordan's not going to give him the ear, whatever. I'm cool with that. Look, and the reason why I even brought up this topic because I seen EG. Shout out EG, friend of the show. He had tweeted like it's weird. It's weird that Jordan treats these guys like that if they still in the league or whatever, or with LeBron. And I'm like, I'm cool with it. Unless you're going to the player and getting tips and training with them off season, I'm cool with the legends not giving no airtime to current players. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, too, if you're a legend who's really around more so, then I can understand having more of a rapport with these players.
That too. Like
a
Shaq.
lot,
Yeah.
We thinking about that. It's like, a guy like Larry Bird, you can see him having more of a rapport because he is in the front office. He was dealing with stuff like that. Jordan, I'm sure he knew a lot of the players when he was really in Charlotte for real.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But as he got away from this, he got away from it. Like, you're a legend. It don't mean you have to have a great rapport with some of the new players. Like, at the end of the day, if I retire from my job, I ain't going back to my job. Like, I don't care if I was the top VP anyway. I'm not going back there just to be like, hey, how you doing? Sometimes no. If they invite me, cool. But I'm not going to go there and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I understand basketball completely different.
Yeah.
But if we don't have to be around, I done played my game. I left it alone. I'm doing what I do in life as I got older.
Yeah.
Like, cool. It's cool to be next to the game. They invite me somewhere, or I feel like coming around, or I'm just one of the people who's really into that being a part of the game. Sure. But if that's not who the person is, you leave them alone.
Yeah. And another thing is, it's like, I'm not going out of my way.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm Jordan, I'm heralded as one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. Why am I going out of my way? I'm not in the league. Like, if you want advice, if you want I'm pretty sure LeBron has Jordan's number, or could get into
Mm-hmm.
contact with Jordan's peoples. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like if LeBron really wanted to speak to Jordan, I'm pretty sure LeBron could get in contact with Jordan. But as
Mm-hmm.
far as Jordan, if Jordan hasn't done it with the Kobe's, with the KGs, the Paul Pierces, these guys who are entrenched AIs, if he
Mm-hmm.
hasn't done it with these guys, what makes him think that he's gonna do it with LeBron? That's my only gripe with what
Yeah.
EG has said and what the narrative is. Because at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, if Jordan hasn't done it with anybody in the field, nobody should get upset that LeBron is voicing
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
You
I
know what I'm
just feel,
saying?
yeah, it's like you said, and it's like I'm saying, everybody's different. Some people are
Yeah,
more sociable. Some people would love to be like, all right, cool, I'm that.
right.
But we think about it, Bill Russell, he was around the game.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just who he was.
Yep, yep.
You know what I mean? Some people want to be around it. You got to understand, Shaq, Charles Barkley, they are still around the game.
Yeah, Carmelo
Just
Anthony,
because they want to
another
be.
player.
Exactly. They want to be around. Some people just want to disappear and be gone. When was the last time we seen Chris Bosh?
I don't think I've seen him since he retired.
Bro, he just don't
I
want
haven't
to
seen
be
him since he
around.
retired. Yeah,
I'm not
and
like,
that's
come
okay.
on.
That's
Look,
okay. We gotta normalize like people just disappearing and living their lives
bro,
and showing up during events. Like,
let's keep it a stack. One of the best out there in Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki. He popped up. The only reason he popped up because
Luka,
Luka. If Luka
Luka,
never came, do we think we would be seeing Dirk like that?
Tim Duncan either. Tim Duncan
Tim Duncan.
notorious for,
He
bro. If he
just,
wasn't on the sideline for San Antonio, we would
bro,
never
we would
see.
never know about him.
Never.
Pop said, "Yo, I want you on the sideline. I know you could help with these new guys." So he probably came just because of Pop.
Yeah, that's a fact. Off the
And
strength
then
of Pop.
he pops back up because of Wemby.
Yep.
But if it wasn't for them, some of these guys would disappear. When was the last time we even see Ginobili?
Bro.
Nobody's worried
Tony
about
Parker.
that.
Where's Tony Parker?
Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I
so I don't.
understand.
We got to get rid of that narrative that it's just Jordan because it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
It's
name a whole list of ex NBA greats who are just not. If Gary Payton's son wasn't in the league, bro, we would not see Gary Payton, bro. We wouldn't see him at Warriors games. We wouldn't see him at games, bro. It just wouldn't happen. I guarantee a lot of these players currently in the league, when they officially retire, we're not going to see a lot. I doubt we're going to see KD. I guarantee we're not going to, unless KD goes into the media, which I don't see happening. You're not seeing KD, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeing KD. I think out of the old guard right now, you'll probably see Chris Paul, but I think you'll see Chris Paul because he'll probably go to like
mentoring
games and stuff
yeah,
like
I think he'll be one of the people who would actually like be helping some of these young players.
Yeah. I think he will.
Stuff like that.
But that's like a drop in the ocean, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like a drop in the ocean. I don't see Clay. I don't see Clay being around. Steph, I see Steph. I see Steph sticking with. He lives basketball, so I see Steph still around and stuff like that. I don't see what I say. I say KD, Kyrie. Kyrie's disappearing as soon as he retires. He's disappearing. He's gone. Poof. You hear him about him on the news having village walks and marathons and stuff like that, prayer sessions. But I mean, bro, like it's I don't. We have to get rid of that whole Jordan narrative because Jordan is deemed the GOAT, so Jordan has to reach out to these. Nah, he don't. Unless LeBron is hitting him, because that's the only way. Kobe had said, I have Kobe's book. He says it in his book that if it wasn't for him reaching out to Jordan, he don't think he would have ever been able to have a conversation with Jordan. He reached out to him. Hey, how do you do the back shoulder fade? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go with the shake off to get somebody off on the block? How do you create that separation? That's Kobe. That's Kobe going and trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's Jordan seeing the new guard and seeing Kobe and himself and giving him those tips. I'm pretty sure if LeBron hits up, or he's not doing it now at 40 years old, but if a young 25-year-old, I'm pretty sure when LeBron came into the league, Jordan gave him some tips. They spoke. They've had that conversation. He's 40 years old. Jordan's not looking for a 40-year-old LeBron. Like, hey man, good game last night. I saw you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not happening, bro. Like, you better tee up.
Yeah.
Better get a tea time with him on an off day.
You know, he's somewhere smoking cigars,
Playing
sipping
golf, bro.
liquor. He out there doing something Paul Pierce would be proud of.
You feel me? Yeah, man. Like, we gotta get rid of that narrative, man. I'm not jacking it. LeBron, he's a great player. He's gonna go down in history as one of the greats, but I'm not jacking the whole Jordan narrative, because at the end of the day, it's not just Jordan. It's not. Bruh. And even if it was, who cares? It's Jordan. He like, you can look at it from both perspectives.
Yeah.
But man. All right, you put this 13. You're gonna have to explain yourself. Right? Is this Paul Jordan? Paul George? I said Paul Jordan.
No,
what was the 13?
That's the episode we on, fool.
Oh, my bad. You could have like put like an asterisk next to it. I just pulled it up.
I like, said it's 13. Bro.
We get back on Paul George. I mean, I'll kick his back in. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. We could kick his back in.
Don't nobody need to do that. PG hurt himself, bro.
Bro, I'm all with kicking his back in, man. I'm all with it, man.
PG hurt himself.
Before we get out of here, man, shout out EG, getting friend of the show. Your clip is a surgeon. I see them. I see them.
Get that number 6 spot.
I see them.
See for how long?
They surging. I see them. Shout out to the Knicks. First time that in Knicks history that 2 players with a triple double.
Oh,
or double. Yeah, triple double. Okay. Cat and Josh Hart. Yeah. So first time in Knicks history, 2 players on the same court with a triple double. Shout out to the Pacers. I forget what I was going with that.
I was waiting. Like,
I don't know where I was going with that. Matter of fact, X that one out. X that one out. X that one out. I really don't know where I was going with that one. And shout out to the Rockets, who are doing their absolute best to keep the second seed. They are fighting, clawing. They are doing everything. As much flack as we give Dylan Brooks has brought good energy to that team.
Yeah, definitely.
But give it to him. Every season we talk about it. You need the rah-rah guy.
Yeah, you need
every team needs that rah-rah guy. Thunder has Lou Dort. Rockets got Dylan Brooks. So I mean, every team needs a rah-rah guy. So shout out to the Rockets, man. They staying afloat. And it's crazy. They're gonna end the season. They're gonna end the season with either a 2 or 3. Still be out first round. That sucks.
Oh, you really ain't shit.
Yo, Mario, I love you, bro. Yo, Mario, I love you, bro. But
the way they've been playing,
DP is slow. Mario gonna text me like, "Yo, we going to the finals and blah blah." Y'all not going.
That's pushing it too far. That's going too far.
I'm not going to. Y'all be lucky I get to the WCF, man. It's not happening.
Y'all need every luck of the Irish, every rainbow on your side. You need the other team to step on the crack and break their mama's back.
Yeah, they gotta throw a couple of quarters into the wishing fountain.
Wishing well and everything, bro.
Everything, bro. Walk around with a rabbit's foot.
Like to get to the finals this year, because shoot, I can see them. I can see them getting into the second round. They can make it.
No. I'm not. I ain't say that they're gonna.
They're
not. I can see them. It depends on who they play right now. They will play a combination of Warriors or the Timberwolves. Yeah, so I can see it. I can see it. I can see it against. But the Timberwolves are surging too right now.
They are, but they can get out the first round. It's just the fact you gotta understand the Timberwolves still gotta deal with these young bucks, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
tough,
Honestly,
man.
it's
It's tough.
tough. Yeah, it's
West
tough
is
for the
stacked, bro.
Houston. It's tough for
West is
Houston.
stacked. Jeez, the West is stacked, man.
It's
Yeah, that's
tough.
tough. That's tough. It's tough. I don't know, man. I don't want to say they're gonna get the first round exit, but yeah,
It could
it's
happen.
tough.
Yeah, it could
It's,
really happen. This could be a second seed that it could happen too.
yeah, 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 man. That's tough, man. I don't know. If all right, Warriors, Rockets. I'm probably leaning on the Warriors. Rockets, Timberwolves. I feel like it's even.
That's one of
It's
the closer ones because just how their
yeah,
team is designed.
yeah.
Like they're two contrasting teams, but Sengun's gonna give Gobert
Oh, he's
work.
gonna get fits.
He gonna give
Fit.
him work. I don't care how tall you are, Gobert. Sengun gonna go give you work.
And going walking down, and he could stretch the floor. All
Mm-hmm.
it takes is a quality switch. That's all it takes.
Bro, give him work.
Because it's gonna you get a pick and pop situation where Gobert gotta choose between Jalen Green and
Mm-hmm.
Sengun on a pick and pop situation. Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah, I think yeah, it's a toss up in the air for me with the Rockets and the Timberwolves, but I think that I think the Warriors beat them in like 5-6 games. The Rockets. In my opinion, there's too much experience, and you're gonna have a healthy Steph.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's a tough day out there for the Warriors. I mean for the Rockets.
Yeah, for the Rockets. Take us out, man. Let's get out of here.
All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Like, share, sub, and all the above. Your boys is signing out, man. It's been another great episode. Episode 13. Get ready to see us for episode 14. We love y'all, man.
Peace out.